What's going on, y'all? Today I'm going to show you how to change the speedometer in a 2012 Dyna Street Bob FXDB. It's easy. So these are pretty much the only tools you're going to need. 2 Allen wrenches. The small one's gonna be for the bolts that hold the speedometer to the actual mounting brackets itself, and then this one's for your outer bolts up near the speedometer and under the seat, and this screwdriver just to pop off the plugs to the speedometer on the back. So step one's gonna be just remove your seat. 1 bolt back here, mine's twist off, but they got all sorts of different ones that have like a screwdriver pattern and stuff like that. So real quick, I just wanted to show you what the old one was doing whenever I turned it on. It gave me this VIN error. And the guy before me told me that the original speedometer went out and he changed it. And so he put a new one in, or a used new one. This was probably from a wrecked bike. I mean, you see the damage to the top right there where it's been at, but it's giving me this VIN error code, and that's because these speedometers pair to the ECM and they pair to the VIN. That's why it says VIN error. That after 30 miles, they're paired to a bike, and if you put them on another one, this is exactly what's gonna happen, which is fine if you're gonna keep the bike, but if you're gonna sell it, you're definitely gonna need to get that changed because it won't display the actual odometer mileage. So next up, you got 3 bolts. You got 1 down here under the seat, and then these 2 up here at the top. After you get those 3 bolts out, this pops right off. And then you're gonna have 3 clips. This one right here, which displays your check engine light, your fuel light, all that. You take these 2 and you just separate them and pull it straight out. This one's got a clip on either side. Sometimes you might need to grab a screwdriver or something to pull it out, but this one came out pretty easy. And then the last one down here at the bottom. And then it's free. And once you got that off, you just got these 2 bolts right here, 1 and 2. All you need is an Allen wrench to take these out. And then the whole thing just comes apart. Now you got this rubber grommet around the bottom of the speedometer right here below the chrome. You need to take this off and put it on the new one. It puts the proper amount of clearance to go into this plastic piece here. So here's the new speedometer. Got it from Harley Davidson. It's Harley Davidson brand. So you're just gonna slip this on right over top and push it nice and flush around the edges here. Now I suggest putting the speedometer in first, getting it lined up so it's sitting the way that you want it, and then you go ahead and come in with this bracket here on the back. And the side, as you see, with the 2 little arms, is gonna go towards the right side if it was sitting straight up. Now you're just gonna tighten these 2 down with an Allen wrench. I always try not to over tighten things on motorcycles. Sometimes you can strip these hex bolts pretty easy. But then again, these Dynas shake a lot, so you don't want them to be too loose either. Once I feel it kind of fighting me, that's usually when I say it's good to go. So now we got that on there. So now you're just gonna plug the same plugs back in the same way you took them out. Tuck these wires in the little groove that they have for them to run to. and then you're just gonna come back and put your 3 bolts back in. And I know I took them out with the air tool, but I'm gonna put them back in with a hand Allen wrench because you don't want to over tighten them. So, now let's see if this baby works. And if anybody needs a used 2012 Dyna speedometer, you can use it. Anybody need one? Didn't think so.